I get quite a lot of people asking me about what kind of Android tablets that I would recommend, which usually my first answer to them is actually in a question. It all depends on what price and features you want in that tablet. This is why I've created a list of Android tablets that I would recommend that are currently selling for less than $250. Now mind you, if you want to spend more than this, my next video will be a list of Android tablets from a range of $300 to $800. And I also put a link on my website where you can click on the link and you can check them out from there. My first recommendation is an APAD RK2818 600 megahertz. It comes with 256 megabytes of RAM and it's $155. First off, I have to admit that I actually own this tablet. This is an 8-inch Android tablet that is running Android 2.2. It comes with a single touch resistive screen, a 600 megahertz processor, 256 megabytes of RAM, and only costs $155. This tablet is great for reading ebooks, and it has a 3D page turning feature. Now you can also download the Kindle and sync up your ebooks that you purchase from Amazon. This tablet comes with a very nice 4500 mAh battery that give you about 4 to 5 hours of battery life, which is pretty good. Now one of the downsides of this tablet is it does not support Flash 10.1, as it only has 256 megabytes of RAM and you need 512 to run Flash. Also note that this tablet is a mock version of Android 2.2. Now the system information might say it's 2.2, codenamed Froyo, but it's actually Android 2.1 for all intents and purposes. The last positive thing about this tablet is it does run Google's Marketplace right out of the box. Okay, my number 2 pick is an 8-inch Freescale IMX515 with a Cortex A8 chip that will cost you $168. This is a nice alternative to the APAD iRobot that I previously mentioned, as it comes with a beefy 512 megabytes of RAM, and this device will allow you to play Flash, as this is a true Android 2.2 tablet. This tablet comes with an 800 megahertz Cortex A8 Freescale processor, and OpenVG 1.1 hardware accelerator. Like the iPad, this is also a single touch resistive screen that, like the iPad, comes with an aluminum back casing. Now one of the downsides of this device is the battery is pretty bad. Don't expect to squeeze out more than a few hours on this device. The official spec of the battery is only 3600 mAh. Lastly, if you wish to use Google Marketplace, you must download and install the newest firmware. My third recommendation is a 10-inch ePad 2, the so-called iPad killer tablet. This comes in at $199. The ePad 2 is an upgraded version from the previous ePad, but what makes this a very nice tablet is that it can run Flash 10.1, comes with 512 megabytes of RAM, boasts a very nice 1 gigahertz processor, runs Android 2.2, and it comes with Google's Marketplace right out of the box. Now if you compare the iPad with this ePad 2, the ePad 2 actually has better specs. It has double the amount of RAM, and the processor is 200 megahertz faster than the iPad. Plus you can't beat the price. $199 or $499, you decide. My fourth recommendation is the WOPAD Android 2.1 5-point multi-touch tablet. This costs $219 and is the most expensive Android tablet that I have that I recommend on this list. The WOPAD is a very interesting tablet as it comes with a 5-point multi-touch capacitive screen. Now for what I've seen, this is about the cheapest capacitive screen that you can get on an Android tablet right now on the market. Especially it's really nice being multi-touch. The multi-touch is a great feature for reshaping and pinching websites, plus pictures. But don't expect to do a lot of games, as this is still an RK2818 processor that only clocks in at 600 megahertz. But you have to take the good and the bad with this tablet. If you want a capacitive screen with 512 megabytes of RAM and a gigahertz processor, expect to spend about an extra $100 to $150 for this kind of device. Unfortunately, this tablet only supports 256 megabytes of RAM and only comes with Android 2.1. The battery is also a bit weak, but that's also due to the screen, as it only comes in at 3200 mAh. This will give you about 1.5 to 2 hours if you're lucky at battery life. Number 5 is 7-inch Android 1.6, very cheap, very basic, $89 tablet. This is kind of a curveball tablet. If you have a very limited budget and you need to keep the price under $100, then this tablet's a pretty good fit for you. It comes with Android 1.6, which is extremely outdated, but it does come with 256 megabytes of RAM, which is actually how much the iPad comes with. The processor on this tablet isn't that bad actually, it's 533 megahertz. This tablet comes with a front-facing, very basic 1 megapixel camera and a physical wire Ethernet adapter. Also, like nearly all tablets, this runs on a Wi-Fi connection. If you check out my website, all the tablets that I've mentioned here you can purchase from verified AndroidTablets.net authorized vendors such as eCargoOnline.com and Hotmid.com. There's also non-authorized vendors such as NowSupplier.com, PandaWheel.com, and Iugo.com. Thanks for checking out my video, and if you'd like to watch more videos that I have, come on to my website, which is tabletvideos.info. Also, stay tuned for my next video that I'm going to release, which is Android tablets that range from 300 to 800 plus, the primo high-end stuff. So stay tuned for that, everyone.